All right, we're gonna do this silkscreen style portrait thing. First, I'm gonna just check out the crop tool here because I don't want some of this stuff in here because it's better if you have a close-up. Hit enter. Once you get that, if you even need it. Okay, so first I like to grab this layer and pull it onto the new button so I can get a couple of copies to experiment with. And if you don't see layers over here, go to Window and then Layers, and it will put it over here. All right. So our first goal is to make this a high contrast black and white image. That means lots of blacks and lots of whites, and try and get rid of as many of the middle tones or grays as you can. So there's a bunch of ways to do that. So the first, most harsh way is an image adjustment of threshold, and that will give you only black and white, but sometimes, like in this case, it might be a little bit too harsh. But anyway, I'll just keep that one, what the heck. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to go to this next one. And just so you know, the eyeball means you're looking at that layer, and the highlight means you're working on it. So you could, in fact, be working on something that you couldn't see because there might be a layer on top of it with the eyeball on. So turn that off. Make sure you're on the layer that you're working on. So the next thing that I would do is image adjustment of black and white. Oh, wrong one. Image adjustment, black and white first. And you can now control just the reds or just the yellows and that sort of thing. So that'll help you out. And then I'm going to pop. Okay, so there's that image adjustment of black and white, and try and get rid of grays if you can. And the next way is filter, and you go to the filter gallery. And in the filter gallery, there's a folder called Sketch. Now there's many in here that will work, such as the stamp will work. Oh, by the way, if it's a weird color, hold on a second here. If it's a weird color, it uses your foreground and background color. So if that's something weird, just click on the small version of it, and it'll put it back to black and white. All right, let's go back to the filter gallery. And now Sketch. Some of these are awesome, some maybe not so much, depending on the resolution of your image. My favorite is the halftone pattern, but try all these, try all the different ones. So you can change the size of your halftone, and you can just go ahead and turn up the contrast. So that works awesome. You can also do weird things like if you want a circle halftone or a line halftone, you can do all that stuff. I like the dot ones. Okay, that looks cool. So the next thing is we want a layer to draw on and paint on, and we also want to delete the white and leave the black. So down here, do a plus button. That'll make a blank layer with nothing in it. And over here somewhere, there should be a paint bucket. Sometimes it's underneath the gradient tool. So the paint bucket, you can click in the foreground color, find some color. It can be a random color, just kind of like a background color. Doesn't really matter because you can always paint over it. Say OK and just touch down, and now you'll see over here you have this color layer. So I want to put this underneath that one. And here's the fun part. This black and white image, if you double click on it, you can simply just turn off the white and leave the black. Now let's say there's some gray tones in here. If you hold down your Option key, you can split this in half and make a little more smooth transition. That looks cool to me. So watch, I'll turn this one off and I'll turn this one on and select it so I'm working on it. Double click on it, you can just turn off the white. You could also turn off the black if you want, but in this case we'll turn off the white. So now you just get to have fun and use your brush tool or your pencil tool. I prefer the pencil tool, I think it's cooler, but you can try the brush, and then you get to just click in your foreground color, start finding some colors you might want to use, and remember Command plus for zooming in, Command minus for zooming out, and also the space bar will give you the hand if you want to move things around. So now all you have to do is just have some fun and start painting on this layer, and you'll see that your black is just transparent. You're just colorizing it how you would like to do that. But this is the part that might take a little bit of time. I want to spend some time with this part, but I can tell you one little trick. If you use white and you just put it somewhere in the eyes, it really helps pop things out better. So anyway, that is the long and the short of it. And also, one last trick, the brackets by your P on the keyboard will make your brush sizes go up and down, or any tool tip for that matter. So anyway, have some fun with that, take some time, don't rush, and that's basically the process of making a high contrast Andy Warhol silkscreen style portrait.